Hi, my name is Harsh, and welcome to the first ever episode of Scratchpad Sessions on Why So Harsh. And today, I have with me an enigma, a talent. I met him here 2 years back at another open mic, and we just landed up talking about process and writing because he's written such stuff which is beautiful, which all of you have obviously seen. And I've been inspired ever since. And Amandeep, let me just tell you, every time I've seen you on stage, I have felt some different emotion which I've gone back home and explored. That could be in writing, that could be in just talking to someone about it. So first of all, I want to say thank you. Second, can we please, wherever you are, start clapping for Mr. Amandeep Singh.
Whoa, thank you so much, Harsh.
Thank
And
you so
I'm
much.
very, very glad that I could be a part of this, and especially the first episode.
Yes.
So, and getting back to what you said, trust me, that is the only feeling with which I write. I have only two things to write, two reasons to write. One, either a person gets happy hearing that, or either the person goes back with some hope, and you did both of them, and that's all I need. So, thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this. We met 2 years back at an open mic.
1 year,
A few months.
like more than half, 1.5 year.
More than one
Yeah.
and a half year. And I think it was Quill Company open mic.
Yes, the first time.
And I remember shooting that. I was unfortunately not on the lineup. But fortunately enough, I saw him perform this poem called Muskurate Raho, which still stays so close to me. And every piece after that, how do you do it, Amandeep?
I believe there's nothing as such or particular. People ask kaise karte ho? I just say I write what I feel. I don't want to keep a filter in between. So jo aata hai, I write it. It works, it doesn't work, that depends later. I write what I feel. There are a couple of pieces which hardly 3-4 लोगों ने या 5-6 लोगों ने देखे हो या 100 views या 200 views हो. But I'm happy with that because मुझे वो करना था, so I did. So, and this is one thing which I'm very keen about sharing is there are a couple of friends who always tell that an artist is a very selfish person. He should always do the art for himself. The day he starts commercializing it, particularly, like obviously we should be paid for that,
Yes.
but like improper or he starts doing it for others, it doesn't stay art anymore. So I just write for myself. Simple as that.
That's a great way to start this. Thank you so much for doing this. So you spoke about writing.
Yes.
What is writing to you? What does writing mean to you?
For me, writing is like it's basically expressing my feelings, whatever I have, bad, good, nice, magical, pagalpan wale, crazy, anything. So I generally believe or say this that whatever I cannot live, I generally write that. So, or whatever, like, yeah, obviously my stories are real up to some extent, but about poems, what I generally don't live is what I generally write.
Wow, that's some crazy adventure you would be going on every single day.
Almost. So I live in imaginative world. I believe that. So like, you must have seen abhi aane se pehle, like I played a song and I started dancing, irrespective of the fact kaun kya kar raha hai, kuch nahi. That's my piece of world. And that is the place where I don't see anyone judging me. I don't see anyone telling me this is right or wrong because imagination for me is beautiful and I want to stay there. At least once a day I go to that world of mine jo maine apne banaya hai, and I stay there. I sit there, I smile and start believing in things which may or may not stay. But I'm happy in that very moment and I do that. That's all I need.
That's a very beautiful feeling. I'm sure it's very enduring every single day. And before we started this, I was talking to him and we spoke about your first performance, which was in nursery.
Yes.
How did that happen?
So, मतलब मुझे मालूम नहीं था, and I'll tell you this incident. No one knows this. So, thanks to Scratchpad for
Yes.
bringing this out. So, I had no clue what elocution is or what poems are. So, nursery में था, and I remember that poem also. The poem's name was चंट बहादुर पेटू इतना खाना खाता हाथी जितना तोंद हो गई इतनी मोटी पड़ी पेटियां सारी छोटी या तो अपना पेट घटाओ या नई पेटी बनवाओ. So this was the poem that I performed and I had no clue ये क्या होता है. So I won that event and I got the first place and I remember very nicely I got back home and I got a medal for that. And I came home, my mom came to pick me up from the bus stand and the moment I stepped down I was like मम्मी आज मुझे स्कूल से हार मिला है. I had no clue कि उसे बोलते भी क्या है. So I performed at that very age and my mom is like हार मिला है वो क्या होता है. Then I showed her my certificate was all crumbled inside the book. I remember it very nicely and it's still there with me.
It's still there.
It's still there. The first medal, it was a silver color medal. and I still, it was my name written on that. I still have it.
So do you think doing these performances, so did you continue performing after nursery?
Yes, every year I used to wait for that particular event to perform. I guess I have performed all the years. I've never missed. दो तीन बार ऐसा हुआ कि I could not qualify till the finals, and that was generic. बहुत खराब लगता था, but I used to wait पूरे साल भर.
And you think that's helping you right now? You think every year stepping up on stage, talking to people or talking to people from the stage, do you think that really has helped you right now shape yourself as a writer or as a performer?
Every single time I've been on stage has added a big brick to the wall or to the pillar or to the castle that I'm trying to make. Every time. Every time I step on stage, may it be for anything, for performing, for hosting, for just calling out someone's name, it takes courage going there. And because when you stand on the stage, you see innumerable eyes. I mention innumerable because you see लोगों की आंखें तो है but उनकी जहन की आंखें भी होती है. Their heart is looking up to you like ये क्या बोलेगा, अब क्या होगा, and then you stand there, you speak. So it's a very beautiful experience, and one step there is like, for me it's more than going on moon wala cheese. Like the step there on stage is done.
So it's equivalent for you.
Yeah, and it actually counts. Like every small, even this session, this particular session, when I know I'm going off the stage, there'll be at least 2 new things that I learn about myself. And there'll be 2 new ways of handling mic, or maybe staying, sitting, standing, or reacting, which I'll learn. So yes.
That's a very nice way of looking at things, that you would, everywhere you go, there's a learning opportunity. Now talking about some of your major inspirations, who do you think has inspired you to write, continue writing? Could be anyone from your daily life, could be anyone that you've seen on the internet or read about in your textbook or somewhere else. But who's inspired you throughout the years?
So there's no one in particular, I'll say, because with every age that you go through, you get inspired by different kind of people. जब मैं बहुत छोटा था, I used to write like कुछ भी, I used to get inspired by my dad. My dad used to write. After a certain age, I was like, पापा हो गया, अब कहीं और जाना होगा. मतलब on a very comic note, my dad used to write my poems till class 8 or 9. Like, and I was very happy because school में जितने भी लोग होते थे, they used to perform जो books में. And I used to come with something very different and very new जो किसी ने सुना ही नहीं है. So that was my magical spill. But class 8 or 9 के बाद like, पापा आप जो लिख रहे हो, that is nice, but then I believe this is something I need to put. So I used to write that. Then around 9-10 I found Ruskin Bond. And I'm still in love with that person.
I love Ruskin Bond.
Ruskin Bond. Then like जब class 9 में Shakespeare पहली बार आया, reading the first act, person like ये क्या है? कौन लिखता है ऐसा? But the day we ended the entire book, that was As You Like It, the entire play, I was like, dude, this guy has got something. Because one snap and everything changes. So Shakespeare was there. Then I got introduced to Rahat Indori, Wasim Barelvi, Javed Akhtar Gulzar, John Elia, William Wordsmith, Churchill, everyone. So for every instance, like abhi recently it has been like last 1-2 महीने से मैं सिर्फ जावेद साहब को पढ़ रहा हूँ. सिर्फ जावेद साहब को पढ़ रहा हूँ बार बार. देन अभी 1-2 दिन में मैं बशीर बद्र को पढ़ना शुरू किया हूँ. लाइक आई हैव रेड देम बिफोर, ऐसा नहीं कि आई हैवंट, बट देन अब मैं पर्टिकुलरली घुस जा रहा हूँ उनमें. सो इट चेंजेस.
Depths of understanding how they write and why they write. So
Yes, the craft.
that's brilliant. And as a writer, do you think reading is important? And how do you think reading does help you write?
Yes, reading is very important. So I'll suggest y'all as well. There's this one interview of Javed Akhtar Sahab on Rekhta.com. Please go and watch. It is 1.5 hours of interview. And that is your answer to why we should read. That was my answer. He shared that how whatever thoughts that we have now is very unique to us. And everyone has a thought and everyone is a born artist. But all you need to do to read is because to learn the craft.
Yeah.
We know how it is. We know what it is. We know how it plays with our mind, how it comes on paper, everything. But we need to learn the craft. कि उसे पेपर पे उतारा कैसे जाए, जबकि हम जाके उसे अगर कहीं पढ़ते हैं या किसी को सुनाते हैं, so it is understood by the people. So reading is important to learn the craft. Very important. And once when you're reading like a particular artist, you'll understand, okay, this is a way to write. When you switch to other, you're like, this is also the way. There are innumerable poems, shairis जो almost same है. But the way they have been crafted, the way they have been presented makes them so different. And that is what we need to learn, the craft.
What have you figured about your own craft over the years right now as a writer?
Well, I am not sure about it. I can be completely wrong, but I believe I have some parts of Ruskin Bond, some part of Gulzar Saab, like a mixture of that. I just believe, and I can be wrong, but then yeah, that is what I believe.
You
That
learned about yourself.
because they say simple things, they say very meaningful things in just simple words. So there's a short story of Ruskin Bond called The Window, and it's such a beautiful piece. It tells you how a window is basically a cinema screen for anyone who is staying in a village.
Oh yeah, I think I read it in one
So
of my
and
textbooks. Yeah.
and it's so beautiful. And I had subconsciously written one small piece on window before reading that.
Which is very similar to it.
It was just 8-line thing.
Okay.
But the core objective of both the poems were the poem and the story was same.
Wow.
So I was like, wow,
So somewhere Ruskin Bond has always been there at the back of your mind.
always been. I've met him once and I'm like, wow, I'm sorted.
Same. So I was in fifth grade. He actually came to my school back in Bangalore, and it was hardly a handshake, and I think he signed one of my books. But I was blown, and he gave a talk in our school. It was mind blowing.
So I couldn't had a handshake. I was like, speak, I'm hearing.
But
That's my way of admiring people. You speak, I'll hear.
I think you're reaching out to people like that right now.
I'm glad.
So over the years, you've written so much.
Yes.
Did you ever think your writing was going to take you places?
Never. Very honestly, like it's as recent as last 2.5 years that I've started believing that yes, my writing can take me places. Not even 2.5, almost 2 years now. So I used to write for myself, for maybe for the crushes that I had, and precisely for my friends' crushes, because they used to like, bro, ye likh de, acha lag raha hai. I've also written for one of my friend's sister. It's like, मेरी बहन का birthday, please लिख देना. Right? This is what I feel for, please लिख. So I used to write, and so I can still say that many of my writings come from the point, like वो जो small snippet of messages होते थे ना, मैं किसी crush को भेजता था. Like, so this is one line which I have sent and I use very, very much.
You still use it?
Yeah, I use it. I use it a lot of times. जहाँ पे basically on my live shows. So it's something like that कि like she texted like, see, this is not good. I do all these things. I like XYZ खराब भी चीज़ है. So I like, listen, for me, your mistakes are also as perfect as you are.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Wow.
And I got like, ठीक है, तू अच्छा लिखता bro. So I have this strange habit of doing this.
Yeah.
You would have noticed. Self-encouragement if others don't. So like,
Yes.
yeah, you've done something nice.
I think I believe self-validation is the best validation. You don't
You're
need.
happy.
I don't think you need anyone else. I don't think
you
need anyone.
write something and you're the first person to read it.
Yes.
You're happy, it's done.
I think that's the maximum we should go to. Trying to critically, maybe you can reach out to other performers,
For
other people.
When we talk about self-validation, we do not count. I believe I don't count critics or I don't count
Yeah.
grammar, alliteration, जो भी चीज़ है.
The feeling.
The technique, the feeling.
The feeling is what matters.
The feeling. Like there are many 2-liners or 4-liners which I've just written and left. I've not put them on internet and I read them and like, yeah, I'm done.
ये अपने लिए.
अपने लिए.
That's really nice. And so over the years, you've again continued writing so much. How do you get yourself to write? Do you also practice? I know we've spoken about this a lot. And you've told me that you write every single day.
Yes.
How does this work? Like, so you're somewhere and you get this idea. Probably you're traveling back home. You're going to a show. What is the first thing you do?
So now there are 2 to 3 different types of writing that happen. One is like, it's just there. It's like, you have to write. You have to write. Bas, and I pen it down. That just happens. One other comes is, there's like commercial perspective for a brand.
Yeah.
Or for something which you get a guideline. And then you sit down, you research, you get you take references from different people, XYZ, and you sit down and do a first draft, then a second draft, or like you do drafts. And then there is this one of the practice wala where I just sit down. I just sit down and I just write words that come to my mind. First with words. Agar if I'm not able to write, I just write words. Like for instance, kuch bhi like abhi baithe baithe is like zehmat, khushnaseebi. I just write 1 or 2 words. And somehow after 5 or 10 minutes, there's at least 1 or 2 lines that happen. It may or may not be useful. वो आधे time वो scratch में जाती है. It's like नहीं यार ये क्या है? ये कुछ भी है. Or else I have this one WhatsApp group where only I am there.
Wow, okay.
So I send it there just to keep a note. And then I believe उसमें से like अगर मैंने 10 भेजे तो मैं 2 ही उसे निकालता हूँ. Like the 8 of them stays there. But those 8 teaches me that this is not what you need to write. This is not what you need to write. So that is also important. Or this is what which is not नहीं आ रहा मजा. Even I'm not getting a satisfaction after writing that. So yeah, I write every day. At least 4 lines, but every day.
Every single day.
Every single day.
I think it's a great practice to write every single day because you're constantly you're constantly giving your mind space to think.
I'll tell you a small story related to that. So when I was about to leave my job and I was like negotiating with myself, so there's a friend of mine who stays in Pune and I just told him like I'm thinking of this. So he told me that that was his last day of the fundamental sessions of his job. Like
Okay.
there was this XYZ person who comes up and is like, see, this is done. Tell me what do you want to do in life? And there were people who shared many things. And then he said, like, you know what? You may not be a good painter, but if you keep doing it every day, for minutes, for hours, every day again and again and again, for 1 day, 2 day, a week, month, for a year, 2 or 3, that is the time when you stop doing it for free.
Do you ever, so you have this group, I mean, with yourself.
Yes.
And you have a lot of, and how long? Like it's been over a year or more than that?
It's been almost a year. उससे पहले एक और group था that somehow got deleted because I changed the phone. So yeah.
So do you ever go back to your older pieces and see what you've written?
I scroll down. I scroll down a lot.
The top
To the top.
comment.
To the top. I've done that on my Instagram, on this, in my diaries where I've written earlier. And like, oh.
So
Yeah.
what are your first thoughts when you see this?
So it depends on the piece. So like there are few which are like, oh यार ये क्या था मतलब ऐसा भी लिखता हूँ. And there are few like, wow, you wrote this. So there's this piece of mine called Barish, which was shot here. If you go and hear that, like I'm not boasting, but that is a piece too good for a student who goes to class 8. And that is online. And I've performed it here, Habitat Mein. That's on your
You
code.
wrote it
In class
8th.
And I performed the exact piece. And I still sit and like, how did I write that?
So then you had no understanding. And did you show it to someone at that point?
No. I just wrote it and I forwarded it to one of the crush. Like, just this. And I remember writing it. It was around 12 a.m. at night. And it was raining outside. That's why I wrote on Barish. And I just wrote it. It's some 16-line piece. And yeah, and I performed it after like 9 years. And it's still there online. And it has a good reach of like 200 to 300K views, which is good.
So inspiration except Ruskin Bond and Javad Akhtar is also your crushes, basically.
Could be.
We've landed up writing a lot of pieces behind.
Yes.
That's really nice. So you said you've read a lot. You've been writing for so many years. You've been seeking inspiration by meeting people or having conversations or just. And I've noticed a lot of your pieces are so much of what we observe around us. It's something that I've seen somewhere. And a thought has already come to my head, and the next thing I know, you've already written a piece about it. So how do you get yourself to learn more about writing? Do you accept reading? How do you actually get to explore different forms of writing, or what is your process in it?
So to learn different forms of writing, it's reading. But to get inspiration, I do strange things. You'll not believe, like going on a station, sitting there for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, chup-chap, or on a random station, or sitting idly in my balcony. So when I was new in Mumbai, I used to stay in Thane. You must be knowing that.
Yeah.
And so I used to stay just near this highway, which was Godbandar Highway. And there was this one bridge on the highway. I remember very nicely, like at least week में 2 बार मैं उस ब्रिज के एकदम सेंटर पर जाकर बैठता था, where I could see 2 kinds of lights, white lights of cars moving this side and red lights of car moving that side. I used to sit there for at least an hour and so and just sit there. And so people used to think bhikari hai, and that too at 2 or 3 at like raat mein. So things like that. I just go and sit there. Why? Because that is the time when I'm not thinking anything else. Like my work, my thought process, everything commercial, professional stays there. And there I'm just sitting and everything that comes to my mind is mine. That imaginative world, you can say, or anything of that sort. So I've got few very good inspirations from there. I was just sitting and you see things, you see people, and you believe that you exist in them. And how? There are like 7 billion people, everyone's so different, but we are still coexisting. How?
Do you see yourself as one of them? And do you actually track back? Because I do this a lot. When I'm traveling in train, I don't spend time at the station a lot. Also, if you see him spending time at the station, let him be. He's building a story. So I do this a lot when I'm sitting in the train. I happen to notice a lot of people, and I automatically start tracking back a life that I'm building for them in my head. And I think it's a great process to just go there. Though it would be wrong to assume what they're doing, why they're doing it, where they come from. But I think that justice within me, it just
It's not at all wrong. I'll not say quote unquote, but then there's this one saying of Ruskin Bond which I just love. And it's like, till the time we have railways and trains, I will never fall short of stories.
oh wow.
So if you're doing
That's
that,
so true.
that's so true.
That is so true.
Till the time we have travel, we need to travel. Like, I'll say more than books, if you want to learn from something, is traveling. And we have traveled to Jaipur together.
Yes, we traveled to Jaipur together to this one festival. Also, we spoke about a lot about traveling then.
Yes.
We spoke about, are you traveling anytime soon?
Yeah.
Oh, for just leisure.
No, that is tough. Like, so I take out time from my professional work and I stay. So whenever I travel to a particular place for shows or for some event, anything, I try taking out at least an hour to just be there in that city. And I ask people. I don't ask for places which are famous. I just ask them normal thing like रोज कहाँ जाते हो? And you get to learn that how things are so different. For example, in Mumbai, like रोज कहाँ जाते हो क्या करने? Like we go have vada pav ये वो. I was in Jaipur. I was like, आप रोज normally चीजें क्या करते हो? तो हम शाम में जाते हैं और हमें चाय पीनी होती है. It's necessary. And the beautiful part is chai is one thing that connects everyone. Everyone.
Yeah.
And you go to any city, they're like, हमारे यहाँ की चाय best है. So you get, like, I'll just suggest when you're in a new city, just don't go to places which are meant to go, like the tourist places. Just go to the local places and talk to people. Like, just ask them, कि आप क्या करते हो रोज? You'll understand how different we are. Like, even being in the same country, we have so much of differences, like positive differences, obviously. मतलब हर एक चीज को देखने का नजरिया कितना अलग है. कहीं पे चाय में शक्कर ज्यादा होती है, कहीं कम होती है. It's such a simple thing, but it actually tells you about the taste, the lifestyle, the way, the talking, the conversations, everything. कोई एक जगह की तारीफ दूसरी जगह की गाली होती है. The very simple and the biggest difference I noticed was kudi. In Punjabi, kudi means a girl. In Bengali, kudi means 20.
Oh.
It's kudi taka.
New learning for me on stage.
So there's so many things. So that's all.
I know you're a storyteller and a poet, and I'm not going to ask you to choose which one you are more. But what does a poet or a storyteller mean to you? What is that term? How do you define it in your head?
For me, I guess I was just meant to be a storyteller.
I am sure.
I realized it with time. So I generally don't share this with everyone, and it's like कि when I was small, I used to get scolding from my parents कि तुम्हें मालूम नहीं है कब और कहाँ क्या बोलना है. And all I used to do was just go there and tell whatever used to come in my heart or mind. And I'm like, why is this wrong? मुझे ये बोलना था, मैंने बोल दिया. Then I used to get cursed by them. Like, क्यों बोल रहा है? कहाँ बोल रहा है? देख, समझ, तुझे कुछ नहीं मालूम है. And I still used to do that. And I had no control over me. Then I moved to college, higher school, college and all. Then I realized that मैं जो ये कर रहा हूँ, I'm not making something. I've just, whatever experienced is what I'm sharing. And somehow I came up with this line that I have stories for everything that I go through. Then there were dots in my life. After getting placed, I started searching for something which would satisfy my passion apart from the job. So I've sent in entries to different for BuzzFeed, Scoop Women, सबको भेजा था. And everywhere I mentioned that I write stories, and that was all subconsciously. There was this one post on Facebook at that time, तब Facebook ज़्यादा चलता था Instagram से, which had the world is too full of engineers, lawyers, doctors. We need more writers, artists, and storytellers. I had no clue what a storyteller was at that point of time. But somehow I just wrote a storyteller, made a heart, and reposted it. I somehow remember that. Cut to the first event I ever did as a professional was at MNPS Delhi University, and that was somewhere in November last year. And when I entered that place, they made a big poster of mine, and without asking me or without telling me, just under my poster it was written Amandeep Singh, storyteller, YouTuber. And that was the day I was like, I'm done. This is what I want.
Wow. That must have been very gratifying.
And that point was like, and that was the time when everything started reflecting. That post, which I like, how can you remember a small post which you posted some like 3-4 saal pehle ki baat hai? So like, this was meant.
So you think that you sowed that seed at some point in your head and you kept working around it with it, some form or another.
It just happened, I'll say. It just happened. I believe in magic a lot, and I say it is all magical.
That's true.
So I just go on stage and I just live that moment. For me, storytelling on stage is going. I believe that is an honor and that is a magic that I've got. Is I go, I share a story, and I actually go back to the place where it happened. So I'm reliving that entire story and nothing else. So that's
Wow. So all of the stories?
almost.
Wow. I have to come on this journey with you. I have to travel with you. I think
We already had a discussion, and we will be doing that soon.
We're going to do that soon. Now let's get into this depth of your pieces. Okay,
Yes.
I wanted any specific one. I'm saying, what have you written? So what is your journey? Like you said, there were 3 kinds of ideas you get when you have to write, when you have to immediately write. So how, take us your entire journey from your writing to how do you formulate it? How do you ideate it? Do you go to an open mic? Do you stay at home? Do you voice note? How does it all work?
So for any piece to come from my mind to paper or to YouTube, it's a simple process. First, when I get an idea, I sit down with that idea. I don't write it all of a sudden. I sit down, I keep that idea in my brain for at least like 3 to 4 days and keep playing with it. Like, oh, yeah, no, aha, yeah. Like, imagine playing table tennis in your mind. Just like, it's happening. Then there comes a point where automatically my mind tells ki bro, likh le ab. And that somehow happens. And that always happens at midnight hours. I don't know why. That's the time like writers ka time hota hai. I write it, I make a first draft, then I leave it for 1 day. I get back to it another day. At least utna time ki I've forgotten ki maine pehle kya likha hai. And then I reread it. Then I understand where I've made mistakes or where I think it could be better. I do the draft working again, then go and ratify the piece, memorize it nicely, then come to an open mic, perform it for like 2-3 bar, and then I understand like there are at least few places where I need to work both as a writing and both as a writer and a performer, and then I go back home, change those small things, because when you write and when you perform, there's a lot of difference. There are few words where you stumble, like while performing. If you keep both the words together, you get like, nahi hoga. So you change, you format it, and then is the time when the piece is ready. So I take that piece to shows, I perform there 2-3 bar, 4 bar, and when I'm like, okay, now this is something where like, yeah, I'm ready, then I put a video of that. So it's a long process.
Yeah, it seems like a very long process, but I think that's worth the wait.
That's worth the wait because, like, to be very honest, there's a good, thankfully, touch wood, there are a good number of people who follow me, and they follow with the hope that they get to hear something which is different, unique, or at least relatable. So I cannot be unjust, like I cannot do injustice to what they're thinking of. So, and the only way to make things work is to be honest to yourself. If I am honest and if I am satisfied that yes, this is something good and worthwhile, it will automatically happen online. People generally say like, ये viral है, वो viral है. Dude, it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
It's like, आप अपनी तरफ से करो. अगर वो होना होगा तो हो जाएगा, नहीं होना होगा तो नहीं होगा. So that's all.
And I think we've seen a great change in the whole poetry and the storytelling scene in the last 1.5 years because of this.
Yes.
It's whoever stuck around, I feel, is just people who are constantly working on their content, are trying to build a space for themselves, are trying to put themselves out. And I feel like being vulnerable is one of the most important keys when you're writing or when you're on stage. I think there's nothing more powerful than being vulnerable.
And also being open to criticism.
Oh yeah.
Which, and also, I'll mention this, being, I won't say choosy, but having an opinion to criticism. It's, aap sabki suno. Like, hear it. And you should know
खुद.
where you should change or where you should not.
True. At the end of the day, it is your piece.
Yes.
And you will have enough people telling you what.
There'll be 10 people. So what I do is like if someone tells me like हाँ ठीक है, I find this is no, ये नहीं है सही, वो जो बोल रहा है वो सही नहीं है, मैंने जो लिखा वो सही, so I'll leave it. If someone says like this is something which you said but it came out like this, like okay, I guess he's right, so I'll change it because I don't want it to be interpreted wrongly. So one of the hit pieces that I have online is मुझे तुमसे प्यार नहीं. So there was this one line which I guess you were also there in that event, and I performed it for a number of times, and there were two of our friends who came and said like this line isn't going well and this sounds something like this. So I went back and I thought yes, they're right. So I changed it while recording, and thankfully they also came and acknowledged that we saw it and you changed, and that was a very nice conversation that actually builds, and that is how a community is built.
Yeah.
So yes, it's necessary.
Trying to help each other grow.
Exactly.
Telling each other what happens, what not. I remember, so there are a lot of open mics that Amandeep, or shows that we had, events that we had that Amandeep used to come to. And I remember at Habitat especially, we used to stand near the console, and I remember him running his story through me. And so it was just a very run through piece. And the next thing I know, he just spread magic on the stage. It was unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thank you for actually letting me be a part of this journey in this last 1.5 years. It's been great, and I'm looking forward to more such times where you. Now I am expecting a call, by the way. I don't see you at events. I don't have same events anymore. We don't attend the same. So I hope sometime I get a call saying "Naya piece hai." I'm leaving.
Post this, I'll narrate one. Post this.
Done. You have to be my bad. I'm sorry. So we're talking about criticism.
Yes.
So your funda is very simple. You're like, if you also does it ever cross your mind that अच्छा मेरे को ये वाले part में doubt है, and if someone comes and tells you कि देखो इसमें लग रहा है, so do you automatically feel like हाँ ये गलत है, or do you actually again think how does that process?
So if I have a doubt in something, maybe grammar या वैसा, so I consult people beforehand.
Okay.
Like this is, I've written something. There are a couple of people like this particular thing is something which I'm doubtful about. Can you please help me? And it's very obvious that I'll ask, and it's very obvious for anyone to go and ask out to anyone कि भाई ये गलती है या ये problem है, and please post that. If I'm performing and there's someone who comes up and says कि like this is not good or this is going against, so I just wait and hear him to understand what he actually wants to say. If I find him justified enough, I do go back and think about it. If I don't find it, I leave him there. कि like नहीं, ये नहीं. If there's this one XYZ guy who tells everyone कि भाई ये गलत है, ये गलत है, ये गलत है, like ठीक है, thank you. But there's this one guy who very rarely tells someone like, and he comes and like कि ये गलत है, if you can look, और ये ऐसे नहीं हो सकता है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है, like thank you. I'll go back and I'll sit. हाँ. So there could be 3 things what she shared, but उसमें से मुझे 2 सही लगी, 1 नहीं. तो I'll change the 2. I'll not change the last one. And apart from that, there are certain limits as well.
Yeah.
Like which I've learned is like people have told कि ये सही नहीं, ये है. But I know my limits यहीं तक है. मेरे लिमिट इतने ही है, मैं इससे आगे वाली चीज नहीं कर सकता. I stay there. I'm very sorry, but this is my limit. I cannot write better than this. I cannot live up to what you are expecting, but this is my limit and I'm happy with that. And I learn with time. I'm young, like 24 only, so I learn.
Coming to your editing, I'm sure that your editing is mostly done before you come on stage. All kinds of editing, which could be grammatical, content, everything. But do you edit your piece, or do you have a group of like people that you usually send your pieces to and ask them for some feedback? How does it work?
There are a couple of people, but then कोई भी उसमें से poetry circuit का नहीं है.
Okay.
I'm just saying. What I do is I send the pieces to the people who have known me for years.
Okay.
There's this one college junior of mine, and I don't send it. After I'm done, I'm like, are you free to talk? Yes, I'm reciting it here.
Oh.
Post that, I ask him or her, there are a couple of them, what did you interpret? Tell me. They're like, ye. Then I tell them with the thought that I wrote it. Like, these were the thoughts. Were the thoughts getting fulfilled? Yes or no? Because they know me for years. They know how I write or how I work. And rather than, I won't say rather than going to someone who is very professional, I prefer going to someone who is very normal or very common, because they are the one who are going to hear it. more. So that is completely personal opinion. So I ask them if they are able to hear, understand, and relate what I want to say. My work is done there, because I'm not working in the field of literature. To be very honest, I'm working in a field where with art I want to make people happy. So if they are happy with what I have done, or if they are like able to connect and relate, I guess I'm done there. So I have a couple of friends, like 4 to 5 of them, and I call them and share the pieces. So uske साथ like what happens is मेरी rehearsal भी हो जाती है.
That's true. I should really do this. I do it in my house in the kitchen area when none of my roommates are at home. I just assume कि लोग बैठे performance चल रहा है. That's a nice one. I should do it. You also mentioned right now about how when you talk to a friend, you see if it's relatable. Do you think you try to be relatable consciously, or is it just something that you've observed around and that's what comes out in writing?
I won't say consciously, subconsciously it just happens, because like for me, what I've learned through years is art is something that can make you feel. Is art. Whatever that makes you feel is art. And to make you feel, there should be a sense of relativity. Like there should be something relatable. Like if I'm sitting here and I talk to someone about how like Stone Age people used to hit each other, it is good to have a conversation like that, but it is not relatable. So generally my pieces of work is always around something which we all go through, and somehow that falls, because the life that I am living is very similar to the life that you are living.
Yeah.
It's just that there are very few differences, I'll say, but there are a lot of similarities. So when I'm writing, the differences and similarities both come in. So the similarities, so how I can say, like if there are 10 pieces, first 5 would be similar to you, the next 5 would be similar to someone else, the middle 5 will be similar to someone else, and the entire thing is similar for me. So somehow some part of me is there in you and some part of you is there in me, so it will happen to be relatable. आप कोई भी चीज उठा लो, आपको एक लाइन या 2 लाइन उसमें से relatable मिलेगी, because वो इसी दुनिया की है. There's this saying that you cannot imagine a face which you have never seen.
Yeah.
And writing is almost the same. You cannot write something which you have not experienced, or you have not, even if it's a fiction, you have experienced, seen, heard, or something related to that. That's why you're able to do it. So somehow or anyhow it will be relatable.
Hello.
So दोस्तों, कृपया करके
Like,
शेयर,
subscribe
इस चैनल को और इस सेशन को करें और दुनिया को एक बेहतर जगह बनाए. टिंग टिंग.
वाह, ठीक किया. Thank you.
ये